Thursday. Don't forget to read. I was shooting this a little bit earlier, because it was peaceful. But as always, as soon as I started recording, the traffic is fucking picked up. So yeah, that's fun. What have I got? I've got um, news on the rent front of this place. We actually um, tried to serve um, eviction notice, and after speaking to um, another young lady at, I don't know what the organisation's called there, I can't see what it actually says, which she is now being added to the list of people who have actually helped me, and it's a very small list. It's growing, but it's still a very small list of people who have actually helped me. We had a three-way conversation with my housing association, my landlords, and here's the ridiculousness of it: is last August, and they denied having any knowledge in this conversation, which is why I did record it, but I can't find it. I think I might have accidentally fucking deleted the file. But I have got one file from the first phone call, but I haven't got the second file from the second phone call, and all the information I needed was on the second file. So yeah, I've got to watch that in the future. I've got to rename these files so I know exactly what they are. So anyway, yeah. So back in last August, they agreed to, I think it was about £40 a month payment, but then didn't set up the payment. Didn't tell me they hadn't set up the payment. So now it looks like, I don't know, because it only happens like in the last like 48 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours. I can't remember exactly what day it was. It's either yesterday or the day before. I'm always tired. It's mid afternoon and I'm still yawning because this is the insomnia shit. I'm always fucking tired, so excuse the yawning. Um, yeah, I can't remember what day it was now. I think it might have been 2 days ago actually. But I had a shutdown of the body the last like 24 hours, which means I'm not really there. I'm sleeping a lot, and I'm not really there. It's like the cause and effect um, of insomnia. I go like days, or I say days, probably about 4 or 5 days with like next to no sleep, and then the next day I'll just 12 to 16 hours sleep. I'll just be on that of it. So that's what happened yesterday. I'm still yawning now, which is why I've got coffee here. So anyway, the crazy thing back last year, in August last year, they agreed to 40 payments. What's being agreed now, which I'm not 100% sure, is this young lady was suggesting £40 again out of me social, but how it works out is the DWP will determine how much I pay, so it might well be less. And she thinks that it might be as little as like £25, £25 a month, which is crazy. It's just these fucking people that it, the pays off. Like I think it would have been a third of what I owe them in the time that it's taken them to go from accepting the £40 a week, which they now denied they accepted, £40 a month, which they now denied they accepted, to 10 months later, about 10 months later, where they're now having to accept. So it could be as low as £25 a month. Fucking dickheads, not my problem anyway. My little windfall. I've still got my fingers crossed for this one. I've actually sent the phones off. No, I've worked for this. I have absolutely worked for this. I'm playing with my hair because it's been washed, you can tell, and it's curling. Then it's doing better because it's curling. It needs to be longer so it doesn't curl as bad. But no, we're getting there. I've worked for this little payout. I'm just say there's massive indicators that there is actually an account sat waiting for me that's been accumulating interest for about 40 years. Fingers crossed it's there. Oh, fingers crossed it's there. Um, I actually, the fucking what I had to do to get these forms, see, I had to print the forms off, and because I didn't really want anybody knowing what I was up to, I couldn't I could have asked Sam at Shefton at work to print them off for me, but I didn't want anybody to know what I was up to. So I needed to print them off myself. I actually got this um, Chromebook to talk to a fucking decade old um, Canon printer and scan. By the way, I had no idea there was a scanner on it, but apparently there's a scanner on it. And I fucking jumped through all kinds of hoops and everything. I'm putting it back there. It's actually it's below me there. Big ass chunky fucking printer and scanner. Like 10 years old, and I actually got them talking via the. I couldn't do it from the Chromebook to the printer. I may have to hardwire it as well. I started to do it over the Wi-Fi at first. There was just too many issues, so I've hardwired it. So I've the Chromebook now has a printer connected to it. But I also had to use the Canon app. I had to install the Canon app onto the Chromebook to get the printer to work. And there's no way, there's no pages. There's no page. I had to fucking learn so many new skills, so many new IT skills trying to fucking do this. Actually, give me 1 second. Give me. So I had to calibrate. I had to calibrate it, and this is the eclipse that way. I think that way. Yeah, this is the calibration sheet. So it was all fuzzy. It was like so if you go cockeyed, you go cockeyed and try to read something. That's what the print looked like. So I had to calibrate it, and it calibrated it itself. So I had to figure out, I had to learn how to first of all get it to print off this sheet, and then as it says down there, it shows you in the bottom there what to do. You put that into the scanner, and then you uh, hit the power button. Yeah, hit the power button, and then it scans this. It scans this and goes, oh shit, that needs to adjust this, needs to adjust that, and then it adjusts itself, it calibrates itself. But that didn't work. It should have worked, but it didn't work. And what it turns out, as I uh, using AI, I use AI an awful lot to find these things out. It is like the greatest tool in my life at the minute. Well, troubleshooting using AI. There's a thin plastic strip that prints. Um, One of it could have been that, so that needs to be cleaned, but it needs to be cleaned with like a lint-free cloth. My glasses have lots, so I've got one of my glasses cloths got into it, just gently wiped it across, and then I started to print it, and it worked perfectly, and I was like, yeah, so good. So I've jumped through hoops, so that's got sent off. That got sent off at the start of the week. That got sent off on Monday. So I've probably got a 3 month wait to find out. Could be as long as 3 month wait to find out. So yeah, fingers crossed on that one. There's a little windfall waiting for me. hopefully there is a. I don't want to jinx it by saying, but there's an issue that I might that might, even if there is an account there, where, it might be taken out of my hands, and there's not. I don't think there's an awful lot I can do about it. Hopefully, hopefully. Mm. We touch wood. What else? No, I've got me banking now. I've got my assessments. I got the new assessments. That actually turns up. I think it turns up yesterday. It might have turned up the day before. I don't know. But it's at the end of this month, which I'm throwing everything at. I'm not trying to. I made mistakes last time, but I tried to save me dignity. I'm not. I don't give a shit. I'm saving me dignity this time. I'm just throwing the whole fucking marathon. The. I mean, I've just mentioned one there. The insomnia. The insomnia has been like over 12 months now, where I get like, I'd say about 3 hours sleep, if that, 3 hours of broken sleep, and then every like 4, 5, 6 days, my body will just stop working for like 12 hours, and it doesn't matter. It's not like, oh, you'll have a decent night's sleep. No, it'll just stop working. It might be fucking 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I won't wake up then until about 9 o'clock at night. It just, the body just shuts down, just stops working. The bathroom situation, all that, but everything's getting laid out. I'm not going to try and show me dignity or anything. The whole fucking lot's just getting thrown at me. And the other thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be recording it at my end, because I'm still furious that the woman who I spoke to, supposed to be a medical expert, that I spoke to last time, thought my blood pressure sounded normal, even though I've been fighting high blood pressure for about 10 years or more. Um, yeah, it's easily 10 years. And I'm still taking handfuls of tablets every morning for high blood pressure. And this stupid cow thought it sounded normal. So, yeah, I'm going to be recording it. And I will tell them. I will tell them at the beginning of the assessment that I'm recording it, so I have a documented of what's said. So yeah, there's that. So it's been a week of stress. Um, and I still can't see the light at the end of the sun. Oh, I haven't even, I've got it down here somewhere. I've got phone numbers for the CAB, which I'm going to spit out in the next, probably next week. Hope to get an appointment with some of the CAB, and go forward with the medical situation. Because the doctors have just been, oh, my GP have just denied everything, even though I'm the craziest thing in the letter that they denied, where they said, oh, the last time you came in for a blood test, it was a standard annual blood test. Then why, like, it was about 3, maybe 4 months before I had to have fucking blood tests done. So, what the fuck? They can't hide, they can't hide this stuff, because it's all documented. It's all documented. They can't hide it. They documented down the bloody road in the clinic where they go and get the bloods. But when I went there for the second time, and I looked at me, and yeah, I'm going back for more bloods. And he was like, what? I said, I've fucking no idea. It's all documented, and they can't have from the documentation. They're denying everything. Um, Even their own doctor says like that he felt that they'd messed up my treatment. So I'm going to the CAB over it. I'll speak to the CAB next week. I've got to give them a phone call, but I'm just having a couple of days. Like yesterday was a day where I just slept. Um, Today's a day where I'm just not um, not engaging the problems. I need to just Zone out, zone out from all the issues. Tomorrow I'll be phoning the JB, and hopefully next week, fingers crossed, I get the appointment. The week after that, I believe it's the week after that, is on the Friday, I think it is is the assessment, which I'll just fucking throw. As I say, I'll throw everything at them. I'll throw everything at this assessment, and because I think the biggest weapon I'll have in my arsenal is telling them that I'm recording the conversation at my end, because I need um I need a record of what gets said. It's just that simple. But I'll say record all the conversations um when you're dealing with things like this. I mean, the other day, when I was in the three-way conversation with the landlord, the woman, Heather, her name is Heather, said to me afterwards, when the landlord had hung up, Heather said to me, she said, now I've joined in that conversation, I've heard what was said, I know what was said, because she believes me that when I said we fucking agreed to a payment in August, and over this conversation, they said no, we've got no records of that. But I think why Heather believes me is because I also pointed out that back in August I paid 500 quid, and then they agreed to the 400 quid. But they actually said over the phone in this phone conversation, they actually said that they have a record of the 500 quid being paid, but they don't have any record of an agreement, a monthly agreement. So shot themselves in the foot now, touching wood. Because ah, it's just been, you don't know. But I mean, I'm panicking over how much I know. I owe. It's essentially 3 months rent. I'm behind on 3 months rent. There's a reason why I'm behind on 3 months rent, because the dickheads at DWP, when I asked them not to put the money into my bank account because the bank would just basically swallow it. I asked them twice not to do that, and they put like the first 3 months into the bank, and the bank swallows it. Then they started paying it to the straight to the landlord. It's like you ask them to do these things, and there's just, I mean, yeah, this is why I say just fucking record every phone conversation you have. But yeah, anyway, I was saying, like, I'm panicking over being 3 months behind in the rent. And Heather said to me, she said, that's not, she said, it's nothing. Um, she deals with couples that haven't paid the rent in years, and they're like 9, 10, 12 fucking grand behind in rent. And she said, there's she said, yours not. So I'm panicking. She's basically saying, you're panicking over nothing. And I'm like, of course I'm panicking. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this fucking way of life. I'm getting used to not having money. That's fucking, God, I haven't been like this since I was first fucking married. Only I didn't have a fucking lots of business. I'm back to that. I'm back to that when I don't have a pot of business, but I don't care. Um, I've got to a point now where I don't care. I mean, I don't even get drunk like I used to, because alcohol doesn't seem to work. It doesn't matter how much you drink, it just doesn't seem to work. If I'm going to get drunk, I literally need to go through a bottle of whiskey. I mean, a whole bottle of whiskey, which is fucking ridiculous. That's the only way I can get drunk these days, if I fucking act excessive drinking. If I had the money, I would get fucking a bottle of whiskey every single night. At least it'll fucking quicken my exit from this shithole. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and as there's still fucking swans out there banging away. I'm going to say I'm done for another week. Uh, there were some interesting times ahead. Finding out finding out about this payout from when I was 14. Just knowing that I'd be fucking stupid saying, oh, just no, I fucking up this little podcast there. But this, I'd say how long, right? So I feel like talking 20 minutes and I suddenly feel like talking. So I don't even know whether I've said this before. Anyhow, I might have said it last week anyway. But I was a kid and a guy got on the bus and fucking smacked me. It bounced me head off the window. I came up like a fucking egg and I ended up getting rushed to hospital and all shit like that. My mother took me to her solicitors. Uh, and put in, but see, back then I I asked the question, however long it was afterwards, I asked the question. And my mother said, "Oh, nothing came of this. You just brushed it up. Nothing came. Me being a kid, just went out and played footy with my mates." It wasn't until I was chatting with um, the maid that became my ex-wife, and I was telling her the story, and she mentioned she just said, "Did she like you know any like legal paper, any letters from the solicitors saying no, sorry?" And I was like, "Oh no, not really." And then since that day, it's been playing on my mind. Now this was before I was married, and like I was married at 18, so I'm guessing like I was fucking 16 or 17 at the time when we were talking. And and ever since then, I've always had that in the back of my mind. Because back then, I say back then, she has a little type fucking like a nice being a little bitch, fucking money whore. That's what she is. Anything. She would have done anything back then uh, to get money for herself. And now I fucking tell you, she stole 1,500 quid. She stole off me when she was going through the divorce. I've just mentioned that I've been this broke since I was first married and we didn't have a pot. So at that time, I was giving me my money to go to the bingo under the agreement that when she got what she felt she deserved of my father, I'd get it back and more. Well, when by the time she got divorced, it was 1,600 quid. It was 1,600 quid over about 3 years that has lent her. She got a payout off my father, and it was nowhere near as much as what she thought it was. It was 3 grand. She owed me 1,600, and she only got 3 grand off my father. She was expecting tens of thousands, you see, and she only got 3 grand because he fucking really screwed her, which he did. But when my man turns around and gave me 120 quid with the words, "Be grateful you're getting that," I fucking lost. I lost my fucking. I completely fucking lost it. I've never lent anybody any money since that day. Never lent anybody any money since that day because that I fucking was taught a lesson that day. Actually, fucking bitch, she stole money from me and my young babies. I fucking can't stand the woman. Can't stand the woman. She's an absolute fucking. She would have sold her ma to get fucking money for herself to go and fucking play bingo. That's what she did. So all my entire life, I've been um, I've been wondering whether she's whether there had been a fucking payout when I was a kid. And she'd fucking told me, "Oh no, nothing came of it," and then fucking pocketed the check herself. That's been me playing fucking eating away at it. So, like when I did this little research to find out whether I could find out that I was whether there was a payout or not, it turns out that that there was a way of finding out, and it was all these forms that I filled in the sense of. But I also learned that what happens when a miner is awarded um, criminal damages is the money goes into an account to be paid to the miner when they turn 18. Now, the reason why I wasn't, why that didn't happen to me is because, as I've just pointed out about my family, my parents, that I've never had the best relationship with them. I essentially left home. Before I was 18. I think I was probably late 16, early 17. And I moved around a bit before getting married. So any potential payouts, they wouldn't have been able to find me. So it sat there now, roll on to like about 16 years ago. A letter turns up at my mother's with my name on it, saying that there was an account with money in it, and they were trying to like, they thought it might have been me, and I just thought it was a scam. So my ma seemed very, very convinced. Let's say she seemed very convinced that that there was an account with money in, but she didn't. You know, she was very overexcited. Let's say, which now when I think back, I think that she knew because she probably attempted to get the money for herself, um, which, as I found out, is damn near impossible for a parent to get the money. They would need to prove that the money was being spent on the kids. Um, because, as I say, they are absolutely strict. I shall pull it up on here. Give me a second. Okay, so I pulled it up here. So me a minute to find this. I actually everything I do is just record it. It's just if I do a search and I don't want to keep it, I delete it. But all of the searches I keep hold of. So anyway, it's the COF, the Core Funds Office, um, and the um, CICB, the Criminal Injuries Compensation Board, right? So the rule for minors in the UK, if compensation is awarded to a minor, someone who's under 18, the parents usually cannot just pocket the money. Legally, any substantial payouts awarded to a child have to be paid into the court funds office, the COF. The money is held in a special account gathering interest until the child turns 18, while parents, acting as a litigation friend, could apply to the court to release some funds early for specific benefits of the child, like education or medical care. Courts were generally strict about this. If the money was awarded, and this is what the says, if the money was awarded, there's a very real chance your mother couldn't access it, and because you didn't know about it when you turned 18, because I've moved out and there's no chance they would have been able to find it. It might still be sitting dormant and I can't wait for you. And then this is basically what I use AI for. So, so I did me search. I looked through. See, what actually got me. Um, um, what actually got me hopes up was the solicitors. I'm just scrolling down to see if I can find this. Right, okay, yeah, so what it says, well, I couldn't remember the name of the solicitors. It was something, something. I have one name out of three. I don't want to name them. solicitors, but they actually went insolvent. And the AI pulls it up. I went, yeah, this is the solicitors. And straight away, as soon as they pulled it, I went, yeah, that's it. And then it wasn't all that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm just trying to find the part where I mentioned the letter that I'm got. Let me see. Business, what cat? Absolute. Absolute. My opinion, they both I was just mentioning that, but this is actually one of them. In my opinion, this is sort of what we parents. In my opinion, they are both as bad as each other, and why I don't have any relationship with either of them, and why I left home at 17. um, yeah, so another stop and found the stop and found it. Where's that? Where's the bit here? Oh yeah, so this is it. Yeah, this is it. I pulled it up about 15, 20 years ago. Call, got a call from my mother. She was very excited. She'd accidentally opened up a letter. Her initials MC, mine MG, MGR, but hers are MC, mine's MG. So like, if anything turns up at her place with my initials on it, she'd open the fucking letter. But she opened it anyway. And what made me think of this? I'm just trying to see what made me think of this. This letter got excited. I got it all excited and so I had to come round to get it. Illegal and or something that said there was a forgotten account with money that they believe belonged to me. I dismissed I dismissed the letter as a scam. Excuse me. I dismissed the letter as a scam um, because I knew there was no forgotten account. Goes on. Now this is where the AI pulled this one out. Um, However, looking at the time, this is the AI Jordan says. However, looking at the timeline, it was, and this is in bold. This is in bold. It was almost certainly not a scam. Here's exactly why someone would have been looking for you, and why that letter arriving 15, 20 years ago is the biggest clue yet. Um, why you were contacted? Well, see, the solicitors regulation authorities shut down the solicitors that dealt with the case. That was like about 16 years ago. So they would have had all the files. They would have had all the files and all the accounts and all that. And if my name came up on one of the accounts, they would have like tried to get in touch with me from like the last known address, and the last known address would have been my mother's address. So yeah, so that's the biggest smoking gun was that letter from like 16 years ago, 15, 16 years ago. Yeah, so anyway, we hope we hope that it's there. We hope that it's there. We hope that it's there. I'm not even going to speculate. I'm not even going to speculate on what kind of payout that might be. But like, all I'm thinking about is 40 years of interest. Anyway, that's it. That's me done. I'm out. Look after yourself. Love you. Bye.